Hey guys, so I know I said I was going to end up doing this video a couple days ago when I posted the bad day video. Quick little recap on that. We found out why the APU unit wasn't working. We snapped a pulley belt on the APU, so we ended up having to get that fixed last night. This morning is what we ended up doing. So that wasn't too hard. We were able to do it ourselves. Save us about $100 in shop labor and all of that stuff. So we did that ourselves and everything. So obviously knowing how to do a little bit by yourself out here is going to end up saving you money. So what this one is going to be about is I just want to go over all of the information that you guys were asking for when it came to the settlements, what you're getting paid, how everything's broken down, and all of that stuff. So before we actually get into all of it, I am trying a new video editing software. I don't know how well it's going to work. I don't know how botched this is actually going to be. So it's going to probably be jumping back and forth and everything. So I apologize for that. I'm trying to learn how to do more of this stuff. That way I can try to bring you guys a better quality video. But like you guys already know, I'm not too horribly computer literate. So, but the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is going to be the insurances and everything, how the insurance is going to work and how all of that's going to be done with the carrier. So to start out, this is going to be the insurance portion of the contract. You can use Carrier One's insurance, which we are going to get to here in a minute. Or you can get your own, especially if you plan on doing outside stuff. I would recommend getting your own. In the long run, it's going to be cheaper. Well, depending on what all you want to do, it could be significantly cheaper if you get your own. If you do get your own, just remember, you are required to carry a $1 million combined single limit, bobtail, deadhead, all of that stuff. So if you guys want to look through all of that, you can, but that's just what that's going to be. And then I'm just saving a few of the pages and everything. That way I know all what I'm doing. Everybody was asking me about the pay. Carrier agrees to pay 80% to hold 20% commission of the gross recipient for each load, minus applicable security deposits. Carrier One's weekly $50 occupational accidental insurance per week. So occupational accidental insurance is going to be your workman's comp. That's $50 a week. Not 100% sure if you can get your own outside if you want, or what all that's going to be. What this is stating though, when it says 80%, I think I touched on this above or before, but I want to do it again. This means 80%. That means you get 80% of the line haul. You get 80% of the fuel surcharge. You get 80% of the carrier or of the detention. You get 80% of what is billed to the customer. Carrier One gets the other 20. You will be paid for everything you do and everything you turn in as of Monday. You will be paid that Friday. You should get your information on Wednesday. I normally expect mine about 5 o'clock on Wednesdays. But you will receive all of your information on Wednesday. That's going to be for your pay. You can also choose if you want to file your own quarterly IFTA or if you want Carrier One to do it for you. In this agreement, I've got Carrier One doing it for me. Carrier One take. The next thing is going to be that you do have the ability to purchase all of your stuff from Impel, which that is not what this is. This is the security deposit. Okay, so I will touch on the Impel stuff here in a second. I don't think I have that paperwork pulled out. So the security deposit is $100 a week for 30 weeks. It's a $3,000 security deposit. Basically, it's the down payment on your truck. If you go out and buy a new car or whatever, you've got to put a down payment down. It's the same here. I did cross off some of the important stuff that, well, obviously I don't want you guys having my social or anything like that. So here's the spreadsheet on what we're going to end up paying every week for the weekly trailer rental. I crossed off some of the personal information on here and everything. So then this one is going to be, again, different than what you guys are going to get. It all depends on the year, make, model of the truck, whether it's got an APU unit on it, whether it's got anything else. Weekly truck payment is going to be $920. I think it's actually $840 with an $80 a week APU unit charge on that, but that still comes out to the $920. And then $140 a week for the the insurance. I'm sorry. The $920, it'll be the same for the first 2 years. Then I think it'll go down $100 the third year, and then the half year remaining, I think it'll go down another $100. 3.5 year lease. Again, the first 2 years, I know it'll be at $140, and then I think it goes down a little bit on the third year, and then on the half year, comes out to $1,060 a week. So between that, the trailer, which would be $1,265 a week, and then the security deposit, $1,365 a week. I've got $1,550 a week written up there. I was a little wrong on those numbers. I don't know what I was adding up. But there is an extra $200 added into that weekly total for the reserve account. So I've got that in there also just as a safe haven, just in case anything does go wrong with the truck. Or if I want to take time off or anything like that. Now, like I said, I don't have the paperwork for the equipment. I don't have the paperwork for a couple of the other things. My fixed expenses right at the moment are $1,750 a week. After 30 weeks, when all my equipment is paid off, or if I decide to pay it off early, that'll go down. I think I paid $1,500 for my equipment. $2,500. No, it was more than $50. Maybe it was close to $3,000 I paid. Because the second week they take out $900 for the equipment, and then it's like $50 a week after that. So right at the moment, for the first 30 weeks, I'm paying $1,750 a week. After the first 30 weeks is up, it goes down to the it'll go down to $1,550 a week. From there on out until my truck payment gets lowered a little bit, or if I change any of the information that I just showed you guys. With all of that being said, you're spending a lot of money for leasing and renting stuff. You're still responsible for all the maintenance on this truck and on the trailer. Light goes out on the trailer, that's you. Needs tires on the trailer, that's you. Grease, brakes, it's all you. Same with the truck. There are some people that complain about the leasing program with the trailer, especially with the trailer rental. I don't have the full ability to go out and get a trailer by myself right at the moment. So, yeah, it's one of them things that, would Kevin Rutherford say that I'm fully ready to be an independent contractor and an owner-operator? No, he wouldn't. But this is getting me towards that area. I'm sitting down here in Texas right at the moment. I don't talk about my settlements very often. I don't think I do, at least. If I do, then I'm really screwing up because it's not that I'm not supposed to be, it's that I don't really think I want to. But if you know what you're doing and you know how to do your stuff, your fuel cutoff is on Sunday. So anything you fuel Sunday and after goes on next week's check. So if you want to be successful, you've got to know how to run your fuel. You've got to know where to get your fuel. You've got to know what lanes to run. Right now, I was hurting to make a check this week. I went from being like $75 up to, before this load that I picked up on Friday, to, well, my bring home this week is going to be about $2,300 bucks. That's after all my fuel and everything. The flip side of that coin, right at the moment, I'm in Texas. It's still the beginning of April. Texas is not a good market, especially not this early in the year. Texas will be a good market here in a few weeks, in about a month and a half, 2 months. But right now, Texas isn't the market you want to be in. I'm struggling to find something out. Now, if I had the capability of running oversize, I'd have been out of here tomorrow morning. I know a load coming out of here in the morning that pays buku bucks. But I don't have the ability to run oversize right at the moment because I don't have the equipment, because I don't have everything set up on this truck that I want to have set up. That'll come with time. That's all it's going to be. That will come with time. It's just, it is what it is. So I'm looking for a load. Alan's looking for a load. Genesis is looking for a load. So we're going to find something to get out of here. Alan had found a load for me today, actually, that paid not too bad going up to New York, but we weren't able to take it because it took me so long to get unloaded. But I'm getting off subject there. You have to be successful here. You have to know what your expenses are. You have to know what you're paying every week for your fixed, for your fluctuating. I have it figured out, if I remember correctly, on 2,500 miles a week. I've got it figured out that I need to bring home, or I need to make $1.32 a mile to run this truck. That's with 6 miles a gallon, which I am getting. Well, I would show you what the dash was saying, but I've only done short stuff today, so it actually doesn't show as good as what it normally does. I'm normally averaging over 7. That's with fuel at $3.50 a gallon for when I go out to the PA area and everything else. So that average is a little higher than what it should be. But I'd rather overestimate the cost to run this truck than underestimate it. You underestimate it, you're going to go in the hole. You overestimate it, you get a couple extra bucks in your pocket on Friday. It's just that simple. So know what you got to do. Know what it costs you to run your truck. Know what it costs you to be out here. And when I say that, I don't just mean the expenses. At the same point, you can't put your family in jeopardy. You can't put your home life in jeopardy. There's a cost to that too. But know what you have to make. And understand, this is something that I try to teach a couple of my buddies. Understand that, yeah, Pilot, Flying J, TA, Petro, Loves, they may be a few cents higher on the fuel prices than what some of the mom and pop shops are. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, I fuel at mom and pops all the time. I love them because they give drivers a spot to park when everybody else is full. And I just like the food. Yeah, I'm a big guy, so. But when you figure out your fuel, I have to figure it out right now. I get a 15-cent fuel discount at quite a few different truck stops with Carrier One. It's Loves, Pilot, and Flying J. We get a 15-cent fuel discount with. Plus, I always look at it as figure up what your showers are going to cost. Because you're not always going to get a shower at the mom and paws when you get fuel. So, I mean, that's 12, 13 bucks. I average my stuff out at 100 gallons of fuel up. That's 12 cents. So, yeah, just because you're paying a little bit more at the pump, at the end of the day, you guys can be saving quite a bit of money by filling up at these places. Now, I'm not trying to promote them or anything else because they drive me absolutely crazy, and I hate half of them that we fill up at. The only one I ever try to really do business with is Love's, but that's a whole political thing that I don't have anywhere close to enough time for. But that's just me. So you've got to take every little penny into account while you're out here. I just showed you guys what it cost me to run my truck on Monday morning. Monday when I wake up, I'm $1,700 in the hole. That's before I get fuel. That's before I do anything. And then you still got to pay your tolls. You still got to pay your IFTA. You still got to pay your maintenance. Because my maintenance account is 10 cents a gallon. My toll, or my IFTA is 10 cents a gallon. 10 cents a mile. My IFTA is 2 cents a mile. And then I have $200 taken out of every check for a spare account. It's the way I have it set up. It's the way I like it. That's just what I'm doing. So it goes into a reserve account for when the refrigerator breaks down. Because that thing hasn't been working for almost a month now because I can't get to Chicago long enough to fix it. So, but I am going way too long on this video at this point. So, you guys have a good night. If you liked the video, tell me you did. If you don't, tell me what you didn't like. Leave a comment if you want. Tell me what you guys want to see me do. Tell me what you guys want to learn and me to teach. Try to teach you because, well, I'm still trying to learn half of this stuff myself. You learn something new every day. So, just tell me what you guys want to learn. Leave a comment if you want. So, have a good night, y'all. God bless you. Bye for now.